Hello! Good afternoon, everyone! Hey, welcome! Welcome to another productivity stream where I will be working more on my web series. I am going to be working in a cuckoo, so for those of you that are here in stream with me, feel free to join my productivity cuckoo where we will be doing short little productivity sprints and we can all be productive together. Throughout the stream, I will, I'll just be working, I'll be productive. You can put this on the side as like a fun little thing to encourage you to be more productive. And every now and then I will also make comments about what I'm drawing, maybe a bit of the world building I've done for this web series, and also I will make commentary maybe on the shot choices I'm making for my storyboards. Now let me go ahead and just stick this thing. Actually, I'm going to rewrite this comment. Join me in this cuckoo game if you want to do productivity sprints with me. So for clarification, by productivity sprints, think of it as like we're all doing Pomodoros together. We're all doing 25-ish minute sprints together. And when you see other people in the room with you, it's just like a great way to feel like there are other people keeping you accountable, even if you're all working together from a distance. Okay, all set to go. Now we're good. Okay. So from last time, I've actually worked just a little bit more on my boards. Well, more than a little bit. I've been working quite a bit. I have been preparing boards further ahead so that I've been preparing and sketching out the boards a little bit more, so when I get into the finalization stages for those boards, things can go a little bit faster. I'm going to just slide through what I have so far so you guys can see any changes that I've made. I think these are new-ish. It's all a little bit fuzzy. I don't remember how far I got last time, but these are still drafts, here are still drafts. Oh, this is new for sure. Just like the nurse assistant in the background walking by. That's also new, just a little beak peeping out, and then the parents getting so incredibly pleading face emoji. That's new. Oh, this is also new. So let's see here. Basically what I've added is Tava's about to hatch out, and they're like, does this count as being hatched? And the nurse is like, no, not exactly, just wait like another moment. But then this counts. And they're so excited. Okay. Yeah, those are basically the new frames that have been done. Now, let me see where I would like to continue working from. I think I am actually missing a frame somewhere here because the dialogue goes, Nala says, they're kind of out of their shell now. And then the nurse will say, let's make sure they fully pushed out on their own. So I'm going to add just one more frame here where the nurse is talking. How do I want to do this? I think I want the nurse to look towards... I want the nurse to look towards Nala. It's Gob! Hello! Well, if it isn't Gob. What's up, Gob? How has your day been? Ooh, let me see if I can go ahead and just move all of this over a bit. That seems more natural. Is my brush a different size? Yep, it's a different size. Oh no. I'm sitting here being like, why is everything so thick? Ah, hachi. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave it, even though it's a little bit not super consistent. It's fine. It looks a little bit weird, but it'll be fine. I think if I have time near the end, I will... If I have time near the end, I will make more adjustments to the line width. But as it is right now, we have so many boards to go through. Oh, congrats, Gob, on your 100+ combo in Spider-Man. Is this the Spider-Man game? I know, I don't know super much about the Spider-Man games, but I know there was a more recent one compared to there was a more recent-ish Spider-Man. I think so, right? Oh, let me have Nala settle just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. You redo this? Cool. Yeah, Gob, I'm glad you're getting 100+ combo in Spider-Man. Love to hear it. Okay, so I've done one frame today. I'm gonna keep track of how many frames I've been doing. Oh god. You're harassing the jaywalkers? I see. Storyboard. Okay, so I have done one frame thus far today. So, yeah, give a nice little count how much I'm doing here. I'm glad you're enjoying the Spider-Man game. This is great news. Do I want to draw Nala here? You know what? I don't see why not. I'm gonna get to drawing Nala. Whoops. Zoom the 2 in. Oh, thank you, Gob. Yeah, I've been having a fairly good time. Things are going pretty well. You know, these boards are coming along nicely. It's good. Hold on. I think I'm going to make this head completely straight to camera currently for now, and then I will make adjustments later. I'm trying so hard to think about what Monty said about not erasing, and I'm like, grr. It's just hard not to erase once you get into... I should get in some more polished drawings. Ooh, these eyebrows are so hard up. Monty was also like, don't use transform tool, and I'm sitting here sweating. No transform? Ugh. This might be old news though. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. I probably also complained about this in my my last live. Ooh, forgive me. It's just hard. I'm just a little guy, okay? Thank you, Gob! I also hope that my wrists will become so strong and I never have to worry about my wrists again. That would be great. I would love that. I'd love it if my wrists never gave me problems again. That would be so rad. That would be so incredibly rad. I am pulling up. Hey Thrash, what's up? Hey, I'm drawing. I'm drawing as in the character. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am searching up reference because I realized I didn't pull it up last time. Okay, all right. I realize my mistake now. Ooh, okay. It showed my desktop for a second. I'll have to go through that later after stream and make sure nothing weird was shown on my desktop. Wait, what time is it? It's 12 minutes in. I'm gonna check stream later and make sure 12 minutes in there was nothing weird on my desktop. I don't think there was anything weird, but just to be careful. 12 minutes. Why did that show my desktop for a second? What the heck? I hope you've been having a good day, Thrash. What's up? Tell me how you've been doing. Okay, I think that works. That works. What? Wait, why are you spreading? Why are you spreading? Wait, why? Why am I turning into Valorant League player? I need more context. What's happening? What's happening? Why am I being attacked here? What have I done? You just woke up? Good morning, Thrash. Good morning. I hope sleep treated you well. I hope you have a great time at work when you go to work later. Yeah, sure. We'll take this. We'll take this. I'm very unsure about this particular shot I'm doing, but we'll worry about that later. No, I'm not a famous Valorant League player. I'm not. I'm just a little guy. I've never played Valorant. I played League a little bit and I didn't really understand how it works. I was like, so I'm supposed to run down these lanes? I'm supposed to hit these little mobs? Okay, what next? And then people started beating me up and I was like, how do I stop this from happening? Oh, it's a resource management game? Me while I'm playing it, I'm just like, oh no. What are the resources? But hey, maybe one day I'll play League again. It's just very confusing. It's very, like, if you're a complete beginner, it's hard to figure out what on earth is happening. My desktop was visible for 1 frame. No! Yeah, I'm sure that's enough fuel for you, Gob, to really... start throwing some slander on me. Wait, let's put the puppies. The doggos. Oh yeah, so for those that don't know, this is one of the species in my world. They have Medusa-like tentacles for their hair, but instead of snakes at the very end of their Medusa tentacles, they have these little doggy-looking things. Because in this world, there's a species of underwater creature that looks kind of like doggos. They just have, but they're purely aquatic. The ears they have are like those ears in the Dumbo octopuses. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those little Dumbo octopus ears. Yeah, that's what we're working with. That's what we're cooking with. Okay. This is good enough, probably. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's pupper gorgons. Absolutely. Yeah, you phrased that perfectly. Let me try something. Sure. I think this maybe suffices. Thrash, have you been keeping up with Oshinoko? I know Jen was saying that it was getting real juicy, and I was like, oh, I should catch up and see what's up with that. Ow, teeth! I need these to be like way higher. I need these to be like way up high, baby. I think the feeling I want to give Nala in this frame is definitely one where they're just like really tensing up, just super tensed up. I know. Let's try something. Let's do this. Now I want you to lean forward. So what if I did like maybe and then I enlarged you. This is maybe like this isn't really something people will notice, but it's fine. What if I just put some hands up? I think I need to animate these frames. I need to animate this section. We're up to episode 8? Wow! Wait, so many episodes have come out since then. Oh, how time is flying. People who work in anime are so strong. Why do they keep doing that? I hear that in a lot of times in anime, episodes are worked on until the moment of release. Or not the moment of release, but until like the week of. So I'm like, oh, wow. Sorry, I got so distracted. I was just like, oh, wow, anime's hard. But, wow. Wowzers. That's really cool. We're 8 episodes in or even more because you're going to catch up tonight. How many episodes are in season 1? Wow, I really got to catch up. Hi, Game. What's up? Feel free to join me in being productive. You know what? I'm not gonna animate it. I'm not gonna animate it. If I have time later, I'll animate this. Bro, I'm not animating this. Ooh. How do I rotate again? Oh. Okay. Up to episode 9? Okay, I see. Wow. Episode 9. I want Nala to have squinty eyes. I want Nala to be like... I'm thinking. Oh, to have squinty eyes. I want it to be like... Wait, that's way funnier. Hold on, I need to like change... Fuck. No. What am I doing? Okay, I think that works. Give me a second, guys. I'm really thinking. The wheels in my brain are going noom. All right. Oh, congrats, Kame. So you have 7 fates so far. Just 3 more to go. You got this. You know, just gotta find a bunch of chests, I guess. You can do the hangout quest. Have you been doing those? I sometimes do the hangout quest just for the primos. Episodes 6 and 7 need to be watched back to back. I'll do that. Yeah. Oh. I can't even see the shoulders. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna ignore the shoulders. You can't even see them. I'll fix that later. I'll do these later. I'll do these shots later. I'll do this shot now. This shot can get behind, probably. Oh, Cam, you're doing the new area. It's got lots of chests and quests, which is helping you a lot. Nice! Okay. I mean, I feel like that's a great solution. Congratulations. You'll love to see it. I should also do the new area. I need primos. I need to start farming. Ha! I think there should be a rope. There should be a rope. Witness my shoddy rope drawing technique. Okay. And now, I simply copy this talisman and I stick it here, baby. And I do this, and then I do this. And now, wow, this talisman is here. It's right here. Oops, I missed a mark. Well, would it be accurate to call this a talisman? I think it'd be more accurate to call it maybe like... What would be an accurate thing to call this? I think... no, I think a talisman works. Yeah, there we go. Now we cooking. Okay. And I want there to be a sort of... It can be... This talisman can maybe have a hook, and it's being hooked onto this circle thing. Whoa, Ashy, hello! It's a little baby. It's a little guy. You're absolutely right. Ashy, welcome. Wait, aren't you at work? I hope work is going very well for you. Wow, 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 wow. Hope work is going well. We're just here being productive and vibing. Hope this productivity stream will also be very useful for you. May you feel very productive. Wait, you just got off? Oh, excellent, excellent. Love to hear it. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome. Congrats on getting off work. Let's see, I need this to be kind of like this probably. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Whiskers! Wow, everyone's here. Hello! Hope sleep went well, hope work went well, hope it all went fantastic. I'm drawing a lot of soft plush straw. then this shall be this color. Oops. Yes, it's more nest leaning compared to just a regular bed. Because I was thinking the most natural sleeping position for a lot of these birds is on their front as opposed to their backs. Because if they slept on their backs, it would be like sleeping on your arms, I guess. Because they'll be sleeping on their wings. I mean, they do that sometimes, but I think in general, they usually sleep more like this, like on their front. So they have they make cushy nests that allow for them to sleep in this position more easily. May I ask who the baby is? You may. So this is Taba. This is the main character. Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm just checking to see what my... I think I missed one of my breaks. Give me a second. I'm just like, wow, hey, why isn't it breaking yet? Oh, I've missed a break. Hold on, let me go ahead and stretch my hands real fast for a short little break. I'll do like a nice little short relaxation, and then I'll get back to drawing. I'm gonna switch to my left hand now so I can give my right hand a break. So on the topic of stretching, I actually just learned today that I'm not supposed to stretch a lot each day. I'm supposed to maybe do 10 sets max, because if you overstretch your nerves, it can actually stress them out and make them inflamed. So I'm like, oh, oopsie daisy, guess who's been stretching maybe a little bit too much each day. So I'm going to take it a little more easily. So I'm going to do my first stretch of the day today, and then I'm going to ease off of stretching for a bit. Ugh. So squats, I'm okay for now. I'm just gonna do some arm stretches. Okay. Switching to my left hand. For you, Ashy, I will show you what boards we have so far, and you can get a sneak peek into the update. Thank you, Whiskers. I'll do my best not to overdo it. I'll straight up pitch the boards. Alright, so here's my pitch. I'm using my left hand, so it's gonna be a little bit janky. But we'll do our best. And let me get just like a little bit closer to the camera. Oops, I went too close. Just one more. Okay, this is maybe fine. Okay. So. Camera starts here. Doors opening. In the background, you hear someone yell, "Baby, your family's here! Time to come out!" Did you decide on a name yet? Yes, their name's Taba. Ooh, like the cloud of good tidings? Exactly. Stat them! And then the nurse goes, "This is a momentous occasion, but only immediate family are allowed in. We'll bring the child out once they hatch and you can all see them, okay?" We switch to another POV. Hi, Taba. Little rattling. I'm adding more rattling frames. I will add more rattling frames. Our machines predict that your child will begin hatching anytime from now to the next several hours. Oh, that's great. Sorry, one second. I'm having difficulty with my left hand. And here's the complete gallery. Wow, they've really come a long way. Camera's gonna pan. Nala goes, I still think Taba rests the way I do. The way they're resting? Yeah, I mean the way they're resting their body weight. See, we both kind of lean towards the left when we sit down. You're talking about the egg? No, I'm talking about Taba, you know, our child in the egg. And there's a cracking sound, and they both go, huh? Are they hatching? Oh, they're hatching! And then we switch to the outside. Oh, it's a thumbnail, forgive me. All of their pack mates are listening in through the door. And then one of them yells, are they hatching? They're hatching! They're hatching! Woo! This is a further shot in the hallway where you see them yelling in front of the door. We switch back inside. Nala goes, is there anything we can do to help? Nurse says, please let the hatchling hatch on their own. As a reminder, the hatching process will range from 6 to 24 hours or longer. A single little tooth sticks out. There's like a crack, the tooth peeks out. And then you hear from inside the egg a chirp. Unfinished frame, but time is moving. Time is moving. They're taking selfies. They're eating. Time move, time move, time move. Nala says, come on, Taba, come on. You're so close. They're kind of out of their shell now. And the nurse says, let's make sure they fully push that on their own. They're like, come on, Taba, come on. You're so close. Come on, come on, come on. Flat. And then it cracks open. Nala goes, that counts, right? Nurse is like, wow, yes it does! And they're cheering, they're yelling. The nurse gets the baby out. Congratulations to the two of you on your new baby! So the next few parts I will just say, this is kind of where we're up to right now. Yeah, this is where we're up to. So I will stop the pitch here. There we go! That's what we got for this update so far. Thank you for enjoying the Octoparent. You like the big bushy eyebrows? Yeah. I enjoyed giving them big bushy eyebrows. Let's see here. What would I like to work on next? There's just a lot of in-between stuff I have to do now. I don't want to draw all their friends yet. This is a lot to do. I need to do maybe... Okay, I think all those frames from there are done. So I just need to go... I'm going to move on to here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with what I had from before. No worries, Z. I mean, I think it's good. I think 45 is quite nice. No worries, Z. It's all good. No worries. The dress skirt for Octopus Parent makes tons of sense. Yeah, I was thinking, what on earth would the Octopus Parent wear? And then I was like, no, I think a dress is probably the only solution here. Your charts? Sure, I mean, so Octopus is full name is Naladem. Let me go ahead and write. So Octopus full name, often referred to as just Nala. The bird parent is Shuri. Yes. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'd say I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. Just, if anything, this will be a fun, productive day. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna turn this into the Nala frame. the more I look at these boards, the more I definitely feel like these boards need a little bit more work. I mean, the finished frames at least. I feel like there's a lot of frames where you can't tell more easily enough what's happening unless I'm there to explain it. So I'm like, I gotta get on that. I need more in-betweens. I need to draw more sketchily, I think. I got to draw more sketchily. So for context, the scene that I'm working on right now is what they call a child promise ceremony. So in this world, it's very popular to have ceremonies for new children where you basically... Sorry, I'm like doing two things at once, so I'm a little bit... my mind's distracted. It's very popular to have child ceremonies where you basically you make a bunch of promises for how you're going to raise the kid, and your whole community comes to witness the moment, and also I guess in the future to hold you accountable, question mark. Like a second marriage ceremony for when you have a child. Yeah, I'd say it's also a separate thing, because so in this world, marriages are a thing in several cultures, but there's also some cultures where the idea of marriage is not as we know it, where it's just one person and another person, because what supersedes that is the pact system in this world, where how much have I explained of the pact system? I'll go ahead and like re-explain everything from the ground up. But basically, in a pact system, in this world, the magic system works in a way where you can use other people's magic if you form a pact with them, and then the greater your relationship with that person becomes, the more magic you can use from them. So it's definitely and I use this word without the usual sexual connotation to it, but it's definitely an intimacy-based system, right? Where it's like the better you know someone and the more they know you and the closer you feel to someone, and well, not even the closer you feel, the closer you are to someone, the more powerful you become, basically. So in this world, the currency for many, many years historically has actually been how well you get along with others and how well you get along with people that are very different from yourself. Because if you can really get along with a completely different species, you get to utilize magic that normally you would never have access to, right? So in this world, I think there were just many instances where people would become pack mates with others for the sake of business or something like that. But because the system is one where, like, the more closer you get to someone, the more power you can share between each other, it became one where I think it was fairly common for a lot of what started out as like business pacts to become more romantic and more close in nature. So in a lot of places, there's not really a marriage situation going on, but instead people take pacts very seriously, where people are just like, oh yeah, like if you're in a pact with this person, cool, like that's like your special someone. We're not going to really, that's the end of the story. That's someone that's special to you. I know in some cases they'll be like, oh, is this a business pact? Is this more like a personal pact? But yeah, in general, this world system is a little bit different. So there's definitely also a lot of situations where like you're in a pact with like 5 different people maybe, and with multiple members of the pact, maybe you have a more closer relationship to, or maybe like you share your life with multiple members. So even in Nala and Shuri, you don't see it in this update, but they're very close to some members of their packs where they'll just, it's the way they live is almost like a revolving living situation where it's like one packmate will come and live with them for like 4 months, and then they'll switch out and another packmate comes. It's very like, you know how in the olden days of I know in England a long time ago, because it was very hard to travel, you would definitely visit close friends for like half a year or more. You would just live in their manor for like, I've come to visit you, dear friend, and I will stay now for a year. That was very common in England. I feel like this is definitely the vibe too of this world. Is pack closeness based on is based on emotional based or distance based? If the person who you're borrowing magic from goes on a trip, can you still use their magic? Yes. So you can use their magic regardless of where they are in the world. The pack system is very detailed. So let's say, for instance, you and me, Whiskers, we have a pack system. You could be all the way on the other side of the world, but I could use your magic. And when I use your magic, it feels like a tugging sensation. So of course, being me, I visually in my mind, I imagine there being like a string between the two of us. And so when I want to use your magic, I tug on the string. And actually when I tug, you will feel it, and then you also get to choose if you release the magic. So there's definitely like a permission system that goes on. You wish packs were real in our world? It would be fun. It would be very interesting. Our entire civilization, our entire culture would be completely different if pack systems were real in our world. It'd be interesting to think about. I think it would be like yeah, if I was just like, wow, Whiskers, you are so smart. Maybe your power is that you can memorize things. I don't know. You're so good at studying. You're like a doctor. You can do cool healing stuff. So like when I need that, I'll request with like a tug, and then you can choose to trickle some of that power over. So also another good thing about pack systems that's beneficial is that when we get in a pact, Whiskers, we create a shared mana pool. So maybe I only carried 5 mana and you carry 5 mana on your own. But when we create a pact, it merges into like a shared like our mana becomes like a shared pool of maybe like 10 mana or something like that. Like there is like how should I phrase this? I'm trying to recall. Basically, the system is if I use too much magic from you, Whiskers, it does start to deplete your pool, right? You start to get a little bit tired. So that's a faux pas. You don't want to use too much of your partner's magic. However, being in a pact is nice because the magic pool also expands as our relationship gets stronger. So maybe one day I'm just like, Whiskers, you are my brother from another mother. Like, you are so close. We're such good pals. I think at that point, our mana pool would be so much bigger and deeper. Right, Whiskers, exactly. The permission system is interesting because if you start not consenting, then there's definitely drama of like, why aren't you letting me use your magic? And then maybe Whiskers, you're just like, cause you're using it too fucking much and I'm so tired. I'm studying for my tests and you keep using up the magic. And when I have to use it, I don't have anything to use. Can't you be more considerate? And then we start fighting. And yeah, it's definitely there's honestly a lot of drama that can occur with this system. There's definitely also a pact breaking system too, where maybe one day I'm just like, you know, Whiskers, this was a good run, but I think it's time to stop sharing our mana pools. Now, the thing is, it's not easy to break a pact system, which is why people want to be careful when they create pact systems in the first place. You want to create them with people you genuinely not only care about, but you can see yourself being in a pact in for a very long time. So there's a limited amount of time in each day, right? So I might be like honestly speaking, I think in my life, I can only manage 4 packs. I can manage 4 packs. Maybe someone out there who's like a super extrovert would be like, I have, flicks their hair back, I have 10 packs. I have 2 that I really spend a lot of time with, and then I have 8 that are just kind of casual acquaintances, but I like the fact that I have 10 people in my pack system. So, you know, it can vary, but in general, there's a limit to how many people you can have in your pack system, because that's how much time you can spend cultivating relationships, right? So if it comes to a point where I'm just like, I think we don't talk that much anymore, Whiskers, I think it's time to break off the pact. Because we don't have time for each other, and I'm sure there's other people in your life that you wish you could be making pacts with, but you're starting to reach your limit too of relationships you can have. Let's break this off. So this is hard, because depending on how deep your pack was at the moment of breaking off, there is a magical backlash. So if we were like super close friends, if we were like super close like brothers when that breaks off, we could both end up in the hospital. It would be very bad. So usually what they do is when they decide they want to start breaking off the pack is they'll just kind of let the relationship they can kind of try to let the relationship cool off for a year or 2. Just kind of let it drift off until the 2 are not quite so close together, and then they'll break it off. And then maybe, you know, maybe you'll be tired for a few days if you're lucky. If you broke it off a little too early, maybe you guys will catch a cold. But yeah, you got there's a whole system in place that you got to be careful of. Let's see here. Let's look at what everyone's talking about in chat. It would be interesting to see how different pack mates could influence Tappa growing up. Exactly! I point at the screen! You get it, Ashy! Exactly! I think, you know, the pack system is definitely something that would cause a lot of influence for Tappa as they grow up. You get the Percy Jackson tugging on your gut feeling before doing something busted? Exactly. Exactly. A lot of different people could shape the way they grow up. Yes, a lot of people could definitely shape the way they grow up. This is very, very like a character-based world. So 5 plus 5, 10, but once the bonds grow, the total mana pool will slowly creep up to like 12, slowly growing, so it will reward longer relationships and deeper relations. Yeah, to 12. I was even thinking it could get real big, like it could get like 20. 30s maybe too much, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, when your relationship, if you have really strong bonds with people that are really strong, you definitely start to get a little bit of the anime power of heart energy going on, where you're you know what I'm saying, like to a certain degree, like in anime, when it's just like I've basically created a magic system that can kind of look like the anime power of heart system, where it's like, with the power of my nakama and my friends, I can overcome this, and then they like flushed with power. Okay, it's kind of like that, I guess, if you get really into the really high levels. Mana system drops of the relationship gets worse. If the relationship gets worse, mana system would drop. 8 simp packs and 2 main packs? I suppose so, but you gotta be careful. Ooh, let's talk about simpage in this world, right? So the level that the pact is has to correspond to both what both parties feel about each other, right? So let's say I'm like, Whiskers. This is okay, this is all hypothetical. Let's not take it seriously. Let's say I'm just like, Whiskers. Oh, I love Whiskers so much. I'm Whiskers' #1 simp, number one fanboy. Oh my gosh, Whiskers, you're just like Scaramouche. I love Whiskers. Like in my mind, I'm like super into Whiskers, right? But in Whiskers' mind, Whiskers just like, oh yeah, you know, Lant's like a friend that I have. We're kind of acquaintances. Our level would be really, really low. It would be really low because there's not actually an understanding happening between us. Bye, God. Have a good rest of your stream. Yeah, right. Like, you could clip on YouTube. Very funny, huh? I know you're trying to threaten me, make me feel scared. Ha ha. Nice try, buddy. You can't clip on YouTube. Well, not that I know of. But anyways, Yeah, so this can cause tension in a relationship, right? Like if you think your relationship is closer than the other person actually feels, people might be like, I thought we were really close, Whiskers. Why is our relationship still at such a low level? Because you can actually feel it in a magical sense. There's not like a clear like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, but the world has kind of categorized it. So like oftentimes, like if we're talking, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm in like a level, I'd say I'm like in like a tier 2 relationship with like Whiskers. I'm a tier 1. Like it's tier 1, level 1, level 2. I'll say level, like a level 2 relationship. Like the world has culturally, they've drawn rough boundaries of how it should feel. There's all these articles online about like, if you feel this way and if your magic is doing this and you feel like your mana pool's like this, chances are you're in a level 3 relationship and you're packed. But basically, the level would still be very low because there's not like a very big understanding, right? And so I might draw on my star from that to be like, why isn't our level higher? Is there something that you're not telling me? Are we not spending enough time together? So yeah, it's interesting. It causes for interesting dynamics, I'd say. So 8 sim packs would not last very long, is basically what I'm trying to say. Unless these sims are truly devoted and they're just like, it's fine that we're a level 1 and it's fine that Whiskers doesn't care about me. I guess I'll still be in a pack with them. We're just level 1. And they won't shut up about how we're only level 1. Sim packs are dangerous. Sim packs don't last very long usually because it usually blows up. The simp is like, why don't you care about me? Let's see. Bureaucracy is the biggest roadblocks to relationships. I mean, is it bureaucracy? I wouldn't say it's bureaucracy. I'd say, interesting. I would need Gob to tell me more about that when they get back. Can packs be forced? Ooh, fun, Whiskers. A fun question. So can packs be forced? I mean, from what you've known of my system so far, what would you say? I guess for me, I don't think pacts can be forced really well. You can maybe try to force a pact. You could like, Whiskers, you could be like, I'm kidnapping Lant, and then I'm going to try to start a pact with Lant, and then like, you could be real evil, right? You could be like, you're not getting any food unless you start a pact with me. And then sure, you start a pact, but then as the days go by, you'll be like, why is this pack still level 1? We're spending 8 hours a day trying to get to know each other. We've played so many rounds of Truth or Dare. I'm trying so hard to understand this person. Why are we still level 1? And then the camera pans over to me, who has been trapped in a room for so long, and I have just these bloodshot eyes, and I'm so scared. I'm shitting my pants, and I'm just like, I want to go home. So it's like, can you force? Not very well. Is it possible to force in like a very how to say it? Like what is that one thing that happens when you kidnap someone for long enough and then you start to fall for your kidnapper? I suppose that could happen. But I think the only thing about that too though is that you would have to understand your prisoner, right? To get higher in the relationship and higher in the levels. So would you still be treating someone that cruelly the more you get to know them? Debatable, right? For some people, probably yes, but like for those people anyways, I think they would already like, for the truly awful and nasty criminals of this world, they're going to be doing nasty and criminal stuff anyways, right? And so like, maybe it would be hard. It would be hard to force a pack. It would be hard to make it work. You would truly have to be a really nasty person and try really hard to make it work. And at that point, is it worth the effort? If I wanted to do something bad, if I wanted power from a pact, I'd probably use some other method, right? Because this is such a time-consuming way for maybe not a lot of results. If I was a criminal, I don't think I would try to force pacts, because that's the way I would be burning so much time trying to establish these pacts. I would look for other ways. broken pack syndrome is similar to broken heart syndrome? Absolutely. I've definitely had someone mention this. They were like, wow, so in this world, not only do you get a broken heart, you get like a magical penalty as well. You get a quite literal mental, social, and magical penalty. Because it's also a social thing, right? Like if it fails and it doesn't go well, everyone in your town would know. They would be like, why is this person suddenly so crazy sick? Did they break a pact? So, hey, in this world, be careful how you treat other people. The stakes are a little bit higher, might we say. Let's see. What else? Unrequited love is gonna feel even worse in this world. Yep, absolutely. I'm gonna need a hospital award for all these people. I bet people end up in the hospital all the time. I'm so sorry to the people working at the hospital. On a brighter note, I feel like at the time that this story takes place, a lot of stuff in the hospital is like automated and there's like a lot of robots there helping out. So for stuff like a really nasty cold or just people getting pack broken, it's probably a little more accommodating. They have more resources to deal with that. Absolutely, Z. There is definitely so many trashy self-help gurus on the internet giving bad advice and trying to scam them. Love forever, Whiskers? Yeah, absolutely. I believe in you. Kafka and you love forever. I think if you force a pack, you should be able to use a mutated version of the other person's power, maybe with a massive drawback. Stockholm syndrome. Killer stalking syndrome. Mutated power? I think it wouldn't be so... I hesitate a little bit to add another element, because if we start introducing mutated powers, that's... I'll think about it. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll think about it. I think currently what I have is just that... Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna move these hands out of the way, because I'm not super sure about these hands anymore. I think currently what I have is just that... Sorry, I'm like moving these hands and my brains are occupied. I'm like, wait, what am I thinking about? I was thinking of something. What was I thinking about? I'm sorry, give me a second. This drawing, hey, this drawing is taking a hot second away from me. Sorry, forgive me. I need to think. Let me sketch this out real fast. I put my brain on pause. Oh, I see what was weird about my last one. Okay. Okay, this needs to be way closer. The wrist needs to be here. Sorry for the wait, you guys. I'm almost there. Wait, I've made I've made Nala way too small. Okay, bigger, Nala, bigger. And then the hands need to be bigger too. Okay. All right. Now what are we talking about? You want to give evil people an incentive? I see, Whiskers. Yeah, there's a lot of I think there's a lot of ways the system can be manipulated with. I think in general there was an attempt to make the system as tight as like foolproof as possible by the gods, right? Because I think there's a lot of safeguards. But yeah, definitely. There's definitely some ways about it. Like, to be fair, I feel like evil people in this world, the easiest way to gain power would just to be a real nice guy TM. If you're just like really sweet and manipulative, then I think a lot of people would eat you up, right? And then you would drip feed them information about yourself, but leave all the nastier bits near the end. Or you would be like, or you would pull the whole like, I know I'm cruel and evil sometimes, but I can't help it, puppy eyes. I hope you'll still care about me anyways. I'm doing my best. I would never betray you. And they'll just eat it up, won't they? They'll be like, oh, I'm special. This nasty person is so bad, but not to me, ooh, right? Like there's definite like ways about it. I think definitely in this world, the people who hold the most power are definitely those that know their way around social situations and social encounters. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm glad I did a little sketch because now I'm kind of saying these hands are way too big. These some yaoi hands, fellas. Second here. I'm going to fix how this arm looks a bit. Because in my mind, it's starting to feel less and less like it makes sense. This is not big enough. I'm getting out. It's a break time? Okay, hold on. Chotto mateo. Thank you for indulging me in my world building, by the way. I realize I love talking about my world building. Actually, you know what? This hand was the right size. They're not yaoi hands. These are actually not yaoi hands. I didn't goof on this. There we go! Finally, it's coming together! It's my break time. I stop. Let's see. What happens if you're really popular and there are many people wanting your power? How do you deal with all this requests for permission? So let's say I'm a celebrity, right? Whiskers. I'm Lant the celebrity. I'm everyone's Oshi. So how would that happen, right? If I'm really popular, I think what I would do is I definitely think for very popular people, they always go through a growing pain situation where they maybe take on too many packs than they should. This is not uncommon. I might be like, oh my goodness, I want to be friends with all these different really cool people. Oh my gosh, I want to have a pack with Fire. I want to have a pack with Kim. I want to have a pack with Jen. And like before I know it, I have like 12 packs and I'm like, I can manage this. I can't. And I definitely think that like this usually happens to popular people. One would hope in their teenage years. It can get kind of messy. Can you imagine how incredibly fucked up and messy teenage years can be in this world? But I assume it gets a little messy maybe during teenage years. But I think as time goes on, I would probably be like, yeah, the most I can manage is maybe 6, if we're being optimistic. So I would eventually have it be a little bit, I would eventually get to a point where it's a little bit easier for me. But also, you can probably also imagine that having all those people wanting to be in a fun pact with you is a great boon, because then you can look amongst the sea of people and be like, ooh, well, if I make a pact with fire, I can get the magical power of setting things on fire, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But if I make a pact with this person, I get this thing. Or people would also be like, oh, if I make a pact with this person has a lot of great like financial and like economical stability. Who knows where my relationship with that person could go one day. So maybe I make a pact with that person because of their connections and their family prestige, etc., etc. Thank you, Whiskers. I'm happy. Yeah, I've put many hours into the world building. I think with my world building, my mindset going into it was that I didn't want to go easy on anything. I wanted to, whatever weird, crazy idea I would come up with, I would see if I could make it work in the world, and only if it doesn't would I discard it, right? So, I hope that as I continue working on my web series and you see more of my world building, it will continue to be amusing for all of you guys. I hope there will be many moments where you go like, oh, that's weird, but in like a fun way. So, yeah. A love triangle that blows up and all three are in the sick bay! Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, luckily in this world, I think it's more common to have a more polyamorous kind of situation with people, because I think historically pacts were so valued that people would be like, yeah, like of course it's understandable that you want to kiss multiple people in your pact. Like, this is of course not everyone that's like that. I'm sure there are cultures out there and people out there that are just like, I only really want to have a romantic relationship with one person. Yeah. And then in those cases, of course, you would just be like, I am only romantic with this one specific pack member. Yeah, I think it's also fairly common and acceptable to just kind of be like, yeah, like you're just very close to all these people. And maybe you kiss a few of them sometimes. Maybe you don't. It's all cool. It's whatever. A lot of social faux pas is more along the lines of like people being shitty pack mates, right? Or just people being like manipulative pack mates. I think there's also a lot of interesting dynamics happening in the modern day where people who are extremely popular can lead other people along. So in Nyaje, as you progress in the storyline, there's a very good chance, there's a very high chance that you will meet a celebrity. And this celebrity holds a lot of power in Nyaje because everyone is just so like enamored with them and the position they hold and like the fame that they have, that quite frequently people who have a lot of influence will just come up to them and be like kind of like fawn over them and try to buy their attention with gifts. So they're constantly being showered. So if you visit the celebrity's house, their house is like packed to the ceiling with just very lavish gifts. And it's just an interesting situation to behold. And then because they're also very popular, I think whatever they decide to vote on holds a lot of weight. They don't broadcast what they're voting on a lot of the times, but sometimes when they do, people would be like, oh my goodness, well, if this person believes so strongly in this thing, I also believe strongly in this. And yeah, it's interesting to see how someone can hold power and manipulate other people even outside of their own packs. Yeah. Wait, is it 5 minutes yet? I look. 30 seconds. Okay, I am going to grab some more water. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. Wait! Oh, I muted the wrong thing! Hi! Hi, I'm back. Hi. Let's see. Okay. I saw the thing. The Tori would thrive in this world. I would say absolutely, but maybe not for the social reasons. I would argue that someone who's like a really popular person in Genshin, I think like popular people would definitely have the big edge up in this world. But I would say, I think personally speaking, I think Dottore would do very well for reasons that I will not explain now. So, Magitech is like a big thing, right? So I do think that Dottore would be able to come up with a lot of cool new inventions. I think inventors also do very well in this world. And the reason for that is, Magitech can get very fancy. And people are always trying to figure out new ways to utilize magic without having to rely on packs. Oh, I can switch to my right hand now. Yeah, they wanna utilize magic without having to rely on packs, right? Because that makes sense. If the magic you're using is gated by whether or not you get along with other people, I think people would be trying their darn bestest to figure out a way to use magic without having to be dependent on other people or to be in other people's good graces. So hold on a second, I'm gonna switch something in Pro. But something that in history, a shift that becomes a big deal is there is a species in my world that looks like little bunny people, and their ability is that they can copy other people's magic powers, but the other person has to be there to let them copy. So I want you to imagine this like figure drawing. Have you ever seen people do figure drawing? Basically, someone has to do like a pose. And then everyone down below is just drawing furiously. They're just like, oh, the pose. I must capture the pose in this drawing. I must capture. What the bunnies do is very similar, right? So the bunnies will be like watching this person, and this person will be doing their same magical power. So let's say my magical power, there's a species that does this. Let's say I'm like a lizard person, right? I'm a lizard person. My magical power is that I can go into objects. I can just kind of swim into objects, and when I swim into objects, like basically I leave this plane of existence and I enter into a plane that exists in the object. And then I do this, I do it once, and then I pop back out, and I'm just like, how is that? And then the bunny's like, can you do it again? Okay. How is that? Can you do it again? All right. So like I keep doing this thing, I keep utilizing my magic, and then this bunny over here is almost sketching what's happening, but they're sketching it into an object. So they're sketching it into like, let's say a pencil, right? They're weaving the magical energy that's in the atmosphere, and they're weaving it in a way that is like a sketch, an imitation of this thing, of this magical happening. And then when it's done, the bunny's like, I have it, a pencil that will allow you to do the thing. I got it. So when someone else holds it, like let's say Whisker holds it, you're like, this is you. When you hold it, the minute you grab it, you will understand how this works. You'll understand how this works, but you'll understand it to the degree that it has been captured, right? So let's say This person who does it, year 1 student, not very good. Year 1. This person, not that great. You can kind of understand how it works to a certain degree. You kind of do it in a little bit of a shitty way. Like you can kind of make it happen. It takes you longer than the average person to squeeze your way into an object. You're like, I think I know how this works. Give me a fucking second. And you really just take a hot second to really squeeze your way in, and you can't do it for very long. You fall back out after like a minute. But then let's say this person is not a year 1 person. Let's say this person is like a seasoned professional, been doing it for 50 fucking years, just an absolute professional of weaving and capturing other people's magical essence. Can do it in a split second. This person took 5, no, not 5, that's too long. That's way too sad. Took 3 hours. Took 3 hours to copy into this pencil. This person down here, this person's like, give me 5 minutes. Or even more strong, I bet there's like some true legends out there with like mustaches the length of to the floor, just some real sages of wisdom. They're like, I only need to see but a second. I need only to glimpse the magical power for but a moment, and I can capture it. This is like martial arts wuxia level, right? This is like very like Bruce Lee level of like power, like Chinese martial arts legend. I trained under a waterfall for 1,000 days, continually sketching other people's magical powers. I can now do my snapshot. This is very like anime levels of power, but I'm sure someone out there is like this powerful. Whiskers, you grab that pencil and you can be like, I have become the person, the original person that was being sketched. I completely understand how this power works. And then this object, sketched by a super powerful person, a super trained person. This thing has enough juice and is very powerful, could last you thousands of years or something. Like this is very very legendary, right? You're talking about a legendary artifact. Whereas this like level 1 person, this pencil maybe lasts you like like a month or 2. So yeah, there's like a whole system that these bunnies have access to. Very C-drama, right? Hiring a team of bunnies, absolutely. So this is what I mean by like, I think a lot of really nasty individuals, criminals would prefer to just hire a team of bunnies. But at a certain point in history, I'm sure you can imagine, these bunnies became huge traders and huge nomadic people, because these bunnies, as they were sitting there one day, they were just like, uh-oh, we have no innate power. All of our power comes from getting other people to let us study them and draw them all day long. Oh fuck. We have nothing to offer. We're stuck. We need to get along with others. So a lot of them just like started becoming nomadic tribes that they would travel to other places, and then they would go up to people and they would be like, hey, if you let us sketch you for a few days, we can give you 30% of our sketches, right? They're in these objects now. So like on a day that you feel like you can't use magic really well, or you want to give this to your friends that maybe don't have access to your magic and you don't want to have a pact with them, whatever reason, right? We'll give you 30% of the artifacts we make. And also, we'll trade with you some artifacts that we made from another tribe, from another species, and you can use their powers. Oh my gosh, you could trade with us. Exchange, right? You just gotta let us draw you. Just let us draw you, and then you can have access to these cool things. So before long, these bunnies became like just the prime traders of this world, and they become extremely economically powerful. And so these bunnies ended up having huge influence in this world, and a lot of cultural exchanges were started by these bunnies. A lot of currently Nyage and the that culture is actually used to be one of these bunnies. Oops, what did I press? Oh no, okay. we're good. I thought I pressed something weird, but yeah, like even Nyaje's culture is actually used to be one of the traveling bunny nomads. But yeah. Oh yeah, there are definitely scammer bunnies. Absolutely, absolutely. There's definitely bunnies out there that are just these real stinky con artists. Yeah. There's all sorts of people under the sun, baby. Let's see. Yeah, it's a nomadic group that offers up their skills, but it's other people's skills that they've managed to do sketches of. Oh, thanks for listening to me go off. All right, back to drawing. All this talking, let's get the ball rolling. Right? You could technically just like hide in walls to capture people's powers. It would take a while though. I think people usually like they would prefer to do figure drawing. They would prefer to have someone there to do the task over and over again. Because think about it, right? How many times would you use a magical skill per day? Probably not that many times. So a lot of bunnies would honestly still prefer to have someone there to do their powers over and over again. I mean, it's like figure drawing people moving around, right? Like I can do it. I've done it all the time on subways. Like people will be waiting for the bus and I'll just sketch them waiting for the bus. But it still cannot compare to having focused figure drawing sessions. There we go. I think this works. Kind of. Yeah, and I'm going to make this even darker, like that. Yeah. It's coming together, baby. Right? And then I'm gonna add a frame here. It's fine. I'll do that. No. Hey, this could work. This could work like this. There we go. Ah, fuck yes. Okay, it works. It works. It makes sense. All right, we're good. This frame, too many people. Let's do that later. Wait, that was I finished. How much was that? 1, 2, 3. I did 3 frames. Woo! Okay. 3. Wait, I did 3 frames here, and then did I do anything else? 3. I did 3 here, and then I did 4, 5 frames total today. 5 frames! Woo! All right, let's get going. Your lore brain's going overdrive? Let's go, Ashy. Can a bunny copy another bunny? Oh shit! I mean, yeah, of course. So like, of course, like you could create a bunny copying chain. Like let's say you have like a real sensei, like a real powerful. I'm sure this is maybe even a technique that they use sometimes in. I'm sure this is a technique that they use sometimes in class. Like, let's say I'm like a bunny sensei. I've had years of experience and I'm trying to teach a bunch of young bunnies how to do my tricks, right? I would be like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna copy this other person. I want you all to copy me. And through that process of seeing how I work and how I do my whole copying thing, maybe you can pick up on some tricks. And this is probably a actually fairly solid and fairly good way to teach new students how to do good copies. Yeah, it's the bunny's magical skill is the equivalent of a printing press. Infinite bunny loop. Yeah, you could copy yourself. I suppose so, but you would copy the same mistakes, right? So optimally, you would want to copy someone better than you. But if you copy yourself, that could be nice, because if you copy your own skill into a pencil and you give your pencil to your friend, then your friend could join you for copying sessions, or your friend could use your copy skills for other things, right? So, yeah. Yeah, like our ancestors learned these copying skills. We've passed them down through thousands of years. Definitely. That's definitely a thing that people would be like. They'll be like, okay, so my copying skills is actually following this particular train of copying that was founded by this other dude so many years ago. Like I feel like we have stuff like that, right? Like we have martial arts and we have different schools of martial arts. So it's kind of like that. I feel like copying maybe doesn't have as many variables as martial arts. But I think there's definitely bunnies that are very proudly like, oh yeah, I'm in this school of copying. Same with like drawing, right? Some people are like, the way I draw figures is based off of this school, or I draw figures based off of that school, like the Loomis method, or the way I draw is like Art Center. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh shoot, there's only... Oh no, we have some time. Naruto and Hinata's clan. I suppose there's definitely groups out there that are very like, yeah, the way we copy is like that. But I feel like the way I see copying is a little bit more like, okay, I'm gonna draw this frame. I didn't want to, but I feel like sometimes, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but sometimes I'm just like, I have to draw a frame because I don't want to, and like I need to push myself. I need to tackle this thing I don't want to do. But yeah, so I suppose for Naruto and Hinata's clans, like for Naruto clans, I want to say I think it makes more sense for them to keep family secrets within the clan. But I would say, so it makes sense because in Naruto land, your family secrets are completely different magical techniques, right? But in the case of bunny copying, I would almost argue that the variables are not different enough to gatekeep in that way. But I mean, there's definitely a certain level of gatekeepiness that could happen, right? Like for example, the way I draw figures, I think is a very efficient way of drawing it when I do figure drawing, because the way I learned, which is like the Art Center technique, is very simple, but it's been curated for many years. So I do think it is quite effective. And if you didn't learn this technique, drawing figures might take a little bit longer for you, I think. Though to be fair, despite having learned that technique, I don't implement it that much when I'm drawing. but I think it helps me double check my drawings, right? Whereas I feel like no, and then there's also like, yeah, like sometimes online when we see really good artists, when me and Kim are like searching through Twitter and we see a really good artist and we check and we see that they're from Russia, between us two, we're like, there has to be some art school in Russia that's teaching people how to draw amazing, because we keep seeing these amazing Russian artists and all of their art is like a little bit, I can kind of tell their technique is a little bit similar. So in my head, I'm just like, they all went to the same art school, didn't they? What is this art school they're going to that is so good? But yeah. I think there's you can see it. Like, if I think to people who are not bunnies, they can't tell the difference, right? Like, it's kind of how like me and Kim and other artists, we can tell when someone has gone to a certain art school because we can see the technique in them, right? We can see the similar technique throughout their work. But for someone who's not an artist, all they can see is like, this person's good at drawing, this person's maybe not quite as good. They can't see down to like the technique level. But I think amongst bunnies, they can probably see and be like, oh, I think this person seems like maybe they all went to the same school. But it's not quite as dramatic as Naruto. You find out your bunny friend chucked your pencil into the bin more. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck. I'd be like, why did you waste my resources? Oh, Whiskers, I shake your hand. Right? Yeah, that's me right now. Oh no, yeah, you don't want, don't give your best pencils, don't give your best artifacts to someone unless you know for sure that they'll keep it. Yeah, definitely. That's a hard lesson that every bunny out there's gotta learn. Your artifacts are valuable. I feel like when I designed the bunnies, a lot of my thoughts surrounding it are like artists. But if artists, like, what they draw had power. So definitely in my brain, I'm just like, yeah, it's like with art too, right? Like, don't offer to draw something for someone, and don't give people your art unless you're sure they're gonna treasure it. Otherwise, it's just such a waste. You spend so many hours drawing this thing for them, and then they don't care about it. So you really gotta think about it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, no. This is not how this... Yeah, oops, I messed it up. This is not how this outfit would look. I have references here of how their ceremonial outfits would look. Thank you, Ashi. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm a little bunny that's been at this for quite a long time. And then I believe the outfit here. So this ceremonial outfit for Nala is from their tribe very far underwater. So I tried to design this outfit in a way that could also function underwater. So this fabric up here is actually very coarse fabric that would not get soggy or like floppy in water. So as a result, it's very stiff, right? Like this is very, very stiff. So to make the arms more mobile, they have slits along the side of this cloak. So the arms just come out the sides. Or they could if they choose to raise their arms or anything, right? And they have these ropes that attach near this pant item here. So this is like a belt of sorts, an ornamental belt. And this front part is made of stone carvings. I'm thinking the stone carvings, I was kind of inspired by a lot of the stone carvings that you would see in Chinese architecture sometimes, where they just went really fancy with the carvings. But also I think a common motif underwater is lines that go kind of like this. Not gonna lie, I was inspired by the lightning element in Star Rail, how it looks kind of like this, and I was like, that looks really cool. And also I think something you would see a lot deep underwater. So I think these lines are too straight. I need them to arc a little bit. I need them to arc. I think a lot of the motifs of this is very like rippling water, right? Rippling water, but rippling in a way that's very strong. Because I imagine when you get really deep underwater, you start to see fissures, right? Is that what they're called? Where it's like those things underwater where it's like really hot water is being like shot out. So water deep underwater would probably be... I need to do more research on this, of course, but I feel like water is either a little more calm down there or extremely violent. So the lines, I think, need to mimic that. And I think the stones too are very jagged looking. Like a stiff poncho? Yeah, the cloak is definitely, I think, leaning into stiff poncho territory. It's break time. Okay, this is probably good enough. But yeah, there is a belt situation. Hydrothermal vents? Yeah. Hydrothermal vents. Okay. I'm gonna do another 5-minute break. Let's do 5 minutes. But yeah, you'll notice that Shuri's ceremonial outfits are much more fabric heavy, whereas Nala's ceremonial outfits involve a lot more ornaments. Headpieces, glowing orbs, glowing rope. Stuff that would look good deep underwater. I'm gonna get more water. Be right back. Oh, okay. Alright. So how long would you guys like to work? I know Z is in this with me as well, as I believe Ashley is also here. Yeah. Yeah, how long would you guys like to work? I've been doing 25-minute sprints. But I want to know what you guys are interested in. I want to know. Is 25 too long? Is it too short? Yeah, I wanna know. Oh, you tell me. Let's see. You know what? I'll do 25 for now, and then for the next round, if you guys have different ideas, we'll do longer. 3 hours. All right, let's do 20. 25. 3 hours is too long. Z, how much did you like? Okay, I'll do 25 for now, and then if you guys have a different amount you'd like later, let me know. You guys! Alright. 25 good? Okay. How long do kobolds live for? I don't know, actually. Okay, we're using our left hand now, so let me go ahead and change the left hand. Let's see here. God bless Bert. He died as he lived. I'm trying to think about the outfit. Sorry, I'm so quiet because I'm spending all this time trying to figure out how the bottom half of this outfit would look. I'm so conflicted, man. Do they wear pants or do they not wear pants? Cause okay, right, like let's be real here, okay? Octopus privates are extremely complicated, right? Like, for some, their penis is like one of their tentacles, and then if you... Do these people walk around with like one of their tentacles in just like a huge sock? Hey, it's hard out here, okay? Is their tentacle just in a huge sock? Is that the anatomy of these half humanoid, half octopus looking creatures? Maybe it's too weird to have just one of their penises be just like a huge, like a tentacle, right? That's too much. Are the organs all inside of the tentacles, like where they usually are for a humanoid? If so, do they wear pants? When they're swimming underwater, they don't want to flash people, so they would have to wear pants, right? My mind is going in circles right now. This is like a critical character development thing that I did not pay enough attention to. I'm thinking so hard. Like sumo underwear, would they have to wear that? Okay, I think they do wear some form of pants, and with recent technology, so a thing in my world building is that with recent technology, it's become popular to wear skin tight suits, like in Evangelion, but it's not quite the same, right? So Evangelion, they try to make it look very sci-fi. In this world, it's just like a natural evolution of Lululemons and a natural evolution of very tight pants. Very tight pants and very tight tops that people have been wearing for years now. So it's just a natural evolution of that. So I feel like they probably sometimes would wear stuff like that, but on their pants, but around their many tentacles. This is still really hard. What do they wear? Okay. I think I figured it out. So they probably have these baggy pant-esque looking things, but they have 8 holes for their 8 legs, and they would just put their tentacles through the holes, and then they have an interesting baggy pants situation. Okay. Okay, yeah, they wrap it around their waist like a belt. Maybe it has to cover the bottom though, right? So I'm thinking about that too. A pair of underwear that's 8 holes and you put it on one tentacle at a time. Unfortunately, I do think they have a situation like that. So I think even with this ceremonial garb, here's kind of what they're wearing, right? It would look something like this, I would assume. And then they have lights probably at the top or something. Yeah, the pants from Aladdin. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking they probably wear something like that, but with many holes for the legs. Ugh. You guys are brilliant. Thank you. You've really gotten me through this. I was definitely like, oh no, what do we do? But we're good now. We're good. Hachi Machi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, just like baggy Aladdin pants kind of basically before this. I need to be careful though, because I think the overlapping lines are making this look really dark. I will do that. Okay, that's a good enough indication of what's happening. Okay. Discord? Hold on. What do you want me to check? I look at Apollion's channel? Yeah, those things, but for, oh, there we go. Yeah, but for so many tentacles. Exactly. Yeah, and then a high waist bell sash for ornaments. True. That does seem perfect. That seems right. I must draw the dogs barking and laughing. All right. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Just like something around the end, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Exactly. Okay. Thank you for the help. That was useful. What? Oh. Well, Ambidextrous, if you're here, thanks for subbing to the channel. Thank you for subbing. Ah. Amber, thank you. Let's... I love drawing these little doggos, just being here, barking. All right. Then there's just one head that's not paying attention. Yeah, there's one more in the back. We don't have to worry too much about it. There's all these. There's all of them. There's a lot of them. Welcome back, Whiskers. What kind of coffee did you get? Hope the coffee tastes good. Hope it's juicy. Ooh. I had other details too. I wanted to put these interesting kind of clam designs with orbs inside. These like glowing orbs. And then these ornaments would just be strapped. I'm not going to put too much detail into these because I think there's going to be other figures in the foreground that take over the camera. That cover up from the camera's view. So yeah, definitely, Ashy. I think people's mana pools do grow. They do grow over time, their own personal mana pool. Yeah. And then just like something here. Okay. Yay! Ta-da! There's Nala! Let's do Shuri real fast. Yeah! Wow, this makes me happy. It's coming together. I was a little concerned about how difficult Nala would be to draw here. It's all good. Nescafe instant cappuccino? Nice! Nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off real fast. And then we do this. Thank you, Whiskers. Yes, let's go. It's coming together. So what's the dial again? I think here could be fun to put teeth. No, I think I need teeth here too. And then I'm going to cheat a little bit by just, to make it look like there's more of a change in these frames, I'm going to select all of this. Select all of Nala, and I'm just gonna do a little jiggle. My favorite cheat! Wow, look! And then I finished yet another frame. What a sweet, juicy little cheat. Love it, love it. Well, I mean, I haven't finished the frame because I need to do the people in the foreground, but it's fine. Here. This next part's hard. Later. You know what? I think I'm going to just finish the draft at least so I can get a good idea of how the flow is gonna look. If I decide I want to end up drawing it after doing the draft, then that's fine too. Yeah, I might just do these frames after I finish this. How many slides am I aiming for today? However many I can get done. I just want to keep going. I just want to keep Newman. Okay, I know how this needs to work. This needs to be a bit further. Further. Yeah, I'm in the groove. You bring up a good point. How much should I go for? How much does Donghan want me to draw today? The only 5 frames pathetic drawing is still very strong in my mind, so maybe I'll do 1 more frame so it's 6 frames. I guess I need to finish a frame then, right? So what frame can I finish so that it's a complete frame? Probably one of these frames. Yeah, it's gotta be one of these frames. Alright, I'll just do that then. I'll do one of these frames. Did I tell you guys about this? I have a picture that Z made for me that is just Donghan. But he's growling. Hold on, I wish I could paste images into the frame. I don't want to paste it into Storyboard Pro because pasting JPEGs into Storyboard Pro puts it into the library. and then I would have to not even if I delete it from the library, it's saved deep inside the file. So I would have to do some weird extraction stuff to truly get rid of the space a JPEG would take up. So, oh, I'll post it in the Polygon channel. I'll have to censor it because it's a leak. You know what? Maybe I won't. But just imagine Danghan glaring over his shoulder and the top says only 5 frames done today, and then the second one below it says growls pathetic. So you can just imagine that in your mind, and that's the Danghan frame. I will not post it in the Apollyon channel because I'm like, it's kind of a leak, so I will not. Let's do 5-minute break. Oh, I'm stretching my neck muscles. Do you guys like playing Nerds, by the way? I started really getting into it. Yeah, Nerds, how exciting. Very into it. I know right now Apollyon's rushing all the doodle redeems and rushing into the rebranding, but after rebranding, let's all play Nerds. Once I take over the channel, let's play Nerds. Nerds? N-E-R-T-Z? Let's play Nerds. I'll play Nerds later tonight. Lore transcribing filling your brain? Yeah. Have fun with that, Nerds is like solitaire, but competitive. Competitive solitaire. So Nerds is, you know, solitaire? So imagine you're playing solitaire, but you have like an extra hand of cards to your upper left that you have to get rid of. And as you're playing solitaire, you only have, instead of having a whole bunch of lines of solitaire, you only have a limited number of spaces to do your solitaire in. And then there's a bunch of decks in the middle that you have to fill up with your cards. You have to stack with your cards. And whoever wins a round first is the one that gets rid of their upper left-hand cards the fastest. And as you go through the rounds, you also accumulate points based off how many cards you were able to stack into the center piles. So at the very end, you win based off of how much you've successfully stacked in the centers, and also a combination of that, and also how well you were able to get rid of your top left cards. It's a point-based system, so you gain a certain amount of points for getting rid of your cards in the upper left, and also you gain points for putting stuff in the center. Yeah. Wow, I am truly just relaxing right now. Yeah, let's go for one more round and then I will call it quits. I wish I got more done, but that's okay. You know what? Every day is a slow, steady climb. That's what's important. What's important is I do work every day, not how much work I do per day. I'm definitely someone who can be a little bit hard on themselves because I'll be like, oh, I didn't do as many frames as I did the other day. Why am I going so slow? Blah, 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 blah. But I'm trying to change my mindset into, I'm trying to move my mindset from that into the whole like, oh, like life is a big old mountain that you gotta climb. And as long as every day you're taking a little bit of steps, that's what's important. Like it's about the stamina. It's not about how fast you're going. Oh yes, Ashy, please get ready to sleep soon. Get that good slumber. Get that good snoozies in. You got this, Ashy. Take care of yourself. Alright, one last sprint. 25. Was I doing left hand or right hand for that last bit? I think I was drawing with my left hand, so let's do right hand again. Steady every day is good? Yeah. I was about the Mets? The Mets! I forgot how that joke goes, but something the Mets, right? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do actually is to make it more natural. I think it's gonna be like that. Okay, how do I do this in just a few frames? Hit a home run! Baby, come on, go the Mets! I think this is good enough. I'm thinking too much here. Sure, I'll do this. Oh, it's wild how much faster I am with my right hand. Yowza, look at this. It's okay. Well, my left hand will get there one day. And then we've already established how the belt piece looks already, so we can just be real sketchy, baby. You already know. You already know. I don't have to draw it again. Right? That's how this works. I don't have to draw it again. Oh, this is gonna look like ass. Hold on. Well, actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not bad at all, actually. So it's fine. I'll just, there's an object here. You've already seen it once. You know how it looks like in one frame. The rest, we can get sketchy. Oh, bug. Hold on. Let me alter these as well because I want all of this update's budget is going into Nala's tentacles. Isn't this ridiculous? Someone tell Nala to stop moving their tentacles. This is ridiculous. What a waste of resources. No! No! Z, you little criminal, you think you're so funny, Lee. Is bowling Apollyon last night not enough? You gotta keep going? What was last night? Last night was wild. What was going on last night? What the hell was that last night? No, we're tentacles. Let's see here, and then there was... let's see, there was a dog there. Let's put another dog here. Dog. I've become extremely good at just drawing weird little dog heads. Oh shoot, I drew all that on Shuri's layer. Hold on, delete. Put it on Nala. This may be too extreme. That's maybe better. Kind of. Okay. Wow, that was fast. Wow, I'm doing it, folks. Let's go. I'm Newman. You guys are having such a good time, aren't you? A comfy and chill stream, huh? Ha ha ha. And then let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and move. I want Nala's head. I want Nala's head to be like here, and then tilted like this, and looking down. And then the body, that body. This won't work. I could try. Wow. Wait, that maybe, does that work? Okay, let's alter this a little bit so that Nala is looking downwards. Folks, I am so into a song right now called Pretender. It's so good. Not the one from Foo Fighters, it's the it's a JP song that was released years ago. It's so good. Hi Andres! Hey, it's going good. We're Newman. We're actually getting towards the end. But you've caught me right before the end. We are doing our final lap. Thanks for stopping by. Having a good time, just finishing some sweet old boards. This probably would look better if it was... Yeah, if it was like that. There we go, okay. Good, good. And then this tentacle could go higher, like yeah, yeah, there we go. Home stretch, Huntress. Could you call Nala both mommy and daddy, not in a parental way, but a huge down bad way? It's so that's interesting because I feel like I want to stay away from mommy and daddy as terms because they're still very innately gendered. I mean, I feel like my fans can kind of do whatever they want, right? Like I don't want to police them too hard. But I feel like so the terms I've come up with for parents in this world that are like more slang is like there's two forms, right? So some call Perry. Also, it sounds like Pear-y. So the emoji they use a lot is like something that looks like a pear. I've decided pears are still a thing in this world for some reason. So yes, pears are real. Pears are something you can eat. Some also say pama, right? So it's like papa and mama. You've combined them into a pama. This is what Taba calls their parents. They go pama. But some people say Perry. So this is kind of the that's how that goes. When do I normally stream? You can tune in earlier. Okay, so I don't have a set schedule yet, but from what I've been doing, I kind of enjoy I kind of enjoy streaming a little bit more around 12 p.m. Pacific time when I do stream here on YouTube. It seems like a nice way to just get stuff done in during a time of day that I normally struggle to get work done in. So it's been effective, it's been nice. So yeah, maybe in the future you'll continue to see me during this time slot. We'll have to see though. I'm still testing things out and seeing what time I prefer more. Ooh, let's actually make this tentacle. Let's make this tentacle do this. Ooh. There we go. Yeah. Oh, perfect. It's coming together, folks. All right, so it's like that, and then this is the frame that comes next. Make this a little darker because they're in the foreground. Oops. Darker because they're in the foreground. Oh, it is okay. No rush, no rush. Like, I mean, I'm still kind of like figuring it out, right? Oh, oops, I should not have put these here. So we don't want those just yet. Just... Now we do want those other hands coming up on the side. I already drew these other hands. Where are they? Where did I draw those hands? Ah, they're up here. Okay. I was like, I already drew these hands. Where are they? Let's make them bigger. So there's more like, because of the camera, right? So, yeah. I'm exaggerating things just a little bit so that it's a little bit more clear with the camera. Okay, and then the hands in the back. So these were drooping down slightly like this. I'm gonna see if I can... no, I was gonna see if I can combine these frames, but then I realized I probably shouldn't do anything so drastic at this stage of things. because I might make more changes later, right? So I don't want to lock things down too hard right now. Okay, and then it will look like that. There we go. All right. Oh, sleep debt. Understandable. Hey, that's most important. Don't you worry about it. I think it's good. It's good that you caught up on sleep debt. That's really, really good. Sleep is very important. You're doing fantastic. You're doing great. I will probably also have to catch up a little bit on sleep debt tomorrow because I think today I was a little bit, I didn't quite sleep as much as I would have liked. I woke up like way too groggy, so I was like, this will come back to bite me, I can tell. Tomorrow I need to, tomorrow I gotta sleep a little bit more. And then I think this is, I was imagining that this was on a kind of podium-like situation. Okay, I think this is good for the BG, and then now I'm gonna translate this frame I'm gonna rename it into Taba, and Taba's gonna be sleeping right here. Bigger. By a little bit. I had Taba sleeping for like the first part here. I think Taba should start opening their eyes here. No, there's too many things happening at once. When does Taba open their eyes? I think I want Taba to open their eyes maybe in this scene. I'll have them open their eyes here. To be kind of waking up. Okay. I'll just have Taba be sleeping. Oh no, how should I do this? Nope, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna think of story for a hot minute. This is like a small detail, but I feel like people would ask questions if I don't land this right. Right, so their eyes are closed here. They're freshly born, so their eyes will be closed. I need to, oh, no, I need to have them chirp or something. Okay, Taba chirps here. I feel like we're so used to, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think necessarily that baby birds come out yelling, right? Because they've broken out of their eggs, so they're tired. They're not chirping that much. But I think as humans, we're so used to newborns crying when they first hatch. So it would be weird if we saw a baby that wasn't crying. We'd be like, is this baby dead? So I have to keep that in mind. So I need to accordingly, like, I need to find a balance between this baby being like, I just broke out of my shell, I'm fucking tired, and also this baby being like, I'm a newborn, I have to chirp, so I look like I'm alive. Oh, working hard, you guys. Huntress, Ashy, you're both working so hard. Yeah, all-nighter loans never end well. I think, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in college, that stuff was really glorified a little bit. Like, if you are working hard, you would not be sleeping enough, right? Now that I'm older, I'm just like, I was so stupid back then. I was so tired for so long. Right? Baby not crying is an emergency, so I need to figure out a way to make this baby look like it's it's reacting somehow. Right? Like, how do I... Okay, so the baby comes out here, right? It's chirping. Yeah, I need to make this baby do something. I need to make this baby go like... I'll just have it chirp a lot. It'll just be chirping a lot. What's this? What's here? I'll add a frame here, and then I'll just say chirp. They're chirping. Oh, okay, that's the end of that. Sure. I think here I'll have Taba's eyes be like a little bit open, right? Maybe? I'll think about it. When it's all done, I'll have you guys look at it and you can let me know if it feels like Taba is dead. Or like too lethargic for a baby. Because I think like my instincts were telling me that like... My instincts were telling me that Taba would be like tired, right? After that huge exercise. Yeah, if it helps, Huntress, I feel like something I didn't really realize when I was doing art in school is that teachers would grade you on things, but the grades don't matter because the grades are an arbitrary system they came up with so that they have something to report to the the principal of the school. To be like, here is a system I came up with to grade people with. But that system doesn't actually translate well into what makes good art. So a lot of times, I think a lot of the people at my school who were working hard to get A's, the art they would make would check off all of the things on the rubric, so the teacher had to give them an A. But I would look at the art and be like, I feel like you were trying so hard to hit the points on the rubric that you forgot why you were making this art piece. Because at the end of the day, I would look at the art piece and I'd be like, I don't know if this is something, one, that you were interested in doing, two, something you would want to put in your portfolio at all, and three, it was like, I feel like you were so caught up in like the whole like, I know how to get an A, so I'm gonna get an A, that like, yeah, absolutely. They work hard to make A's but never focus on good art. That was something I saw a lot in art school. That's something I did a lot as well. Where like at the end I was like, I have all these projects that got me an A, but none of these things are things I would ever want to put in my portfolio. Maybe give it the human look for caregiver instinct? Ooh, so tell me more about that, Whiskers. What is that? Is it like basically like it would look towards caregivers? I'll have their eyes just be completely open at this scene, I think. I'm gonna skip the whole like, oh my gosh, their eyes are open scene. And then they're just gonna be like... Absolutely, Huntress, absolutely. Hell yeah, Huntress, you get it. That's good. That's what you want to be doing. You want to be making the best art that you can. Not about grades or anything. Oh, okay, Whiskers. So they're like instinctively, they're just like instinctive. Oh, wait, so then the equivalent for a baby bird is their mouth would be open. Right? Because the baby birds, like, their mouths are always open because they're like, I'm ready for food. Right? That's like the bird equivalent, is that they would always be like, ah, feed me. Feed me. Okay, so instead of you being really tired looking, I think it should be like... Oh wait, there is a chirp though, so Tawa goes... Oh, so when this comes, I do feel like Taba in that scene would definitely be very like... Like, there is a figure coming? Like a very like, ooh? Oh? Just like big like feed me energy. Okay, I need like Taba is ready to eat. Very big puppy eyes like food? Taba, you look pathetic in like the best way possible. Chirp? Flooch? No, I'm working on it. Let's see here. That zoom? Meow. Blaze Fate. Also, Tapa still has the little tooth. Thank you, Whiskers, for your doctor expertise. Now the baby looks more. Now the baby is behaving more like a proper baby. This is great. Thank you. Wow, you guys are so helpful. Yeah, I have heard that like if you get close to baby birds, if you make any sound, all of them will just be like mouth wide open. Please feed. I'm gonna have Taba just like shift a little bit to be like ah. The whole body shall shift slightly. Absolutely, Huntress. Studios care more about your portfolio. They care more about the work you have. They don't care about what grades you came out with. So yeah, as long as you are making good work, that's the most important part. Oh, Taba, you look so ready to eat. I might add like an extra interaction here, we'll see. Because I feel like going from this to the wide shot is too fast. Like maybe like... I feel like Nala would probably reach over and try to like oop their nose, but what would end up happening is Taba would just try to eat their finger. So I could, we'll see, I might add that. If this was to play out, it would definitely be like, it would be like that, and then it would be something like, hold on, I'm gonna do like a ref layer, right? So new layer. Oops, right? New layer. It would be like, oh, I'm going to poke your nose. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. I'm gonna poke your nose. And then Taba's like looking down. And then the next frame would definitely be Taba being like, help. And I feel like what could probably happen is that Nala would be like, oh yeah, that's so fast. Like their hand would just zwink away. And then we would probably have to get like another layer. I'm just fully animating this at this point, but then we would get like another layer of like Taba being like, eat. I think it would be funnier for Nala to bite, maybe. No, Nala to get bitten. I'll think about it. It's probably we'll see. I also maybe because okay. I'll think about it because letting Nala dodge the bite could be funny too. We'll see. Miwa, bye. Oh, that's true, Ashy, right? A little sharp frontal teeth is assured here. Little beak. Finger does look like worm. Thank you, Z. I'm glad you like the sound effects. Right, because I feel like Tafa would start crying if they didn't get the worm. Okay, you know what? I think Nala has to get bitten here. Yeah, Nala has to get bitten here. And then just here Nala would pull their hand away and be like, "Yerk." Okay, that would be perfect. And I think as like Shuri is straightening up here, Shuri would be shaking their hand off a little bit. Shaking hand off. And then I feel like Shuri would laugh. Shuri would at least have a good old chuckle here. Okay. All right. I have an idea for how to do this whole frame thing. They would do that! Nala absolutely would be like, look at they bit me! Okay, alright. This was very fun! Thank you guys for coming and watching me work on web series. This is very fun. I'll be working a bit more over this week. Hopefully we'll have time to do more streams maybe sometime later. I might be busy this weekend, but we will see. We will see. Maybe it'll have to be next week. But I'm really getting into a rhythm of sorts. This is nice. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Huntress, wish you well with your classes, with your assignments. Wishing both of you well with sleeping lots. Whiskers, have a great rest of your day. Hope you get lots of productivity done. Enjoy the next 106 minutes of rest. What? Oh, that's huge! What is this? See? My goodness, what a huge rest session. Alright, I'll enjoy the rest. Alright. See you guys. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to turn off YouTube streams. I think I gotta stop streaming in multiple places.